after my first video on Lstm long strategy on algorithmic trading, I got a feedback to try out the regression instead of a classification. So in this tutorial, I will show the result of the experiment with Lstm regression long strategy. I also found that the rolling scaling has a big impact on the performance. By increasing the rolling window, it seems to increase more trades in the testing data. So let's get started. The first few steps are identical to my previous video, so I will not repeat them again here. Please watch my previous video for the details. Since this is a regression model, my target is no longer a categorical labels of 1 and 0, but instead my target is the next day returns. So next, I will do the rolling scaling. Instead of the 2 months in my previous video, I have changed it to 8 months. Next, we form the XY pair for the Lstm and also splits the data into training and testing set. So to change the Lstm to a regression model, I modified the activation function from sigmoid to linear. And I also changed the loss function from binary cross entropy to mean square error. Next, I trained the model for 200 epochs and I got a decent loss versus epoch curve showing that the Lstm model is learning from the data. I compute the accuracy is about 0.89%. It looks very bad. This could be due to is the regression rather than classification. Next, we define the signal or the prediction as if the prediction is more than 0, that means the return for the next day is more than 0, is positive, we'll define as 1. Otherwise, we'll define as 0. That means we don't hold the position. So let me repeat again. So I compute the signal by taking a long position if the predicted return is positive and no position if the predicted return is negative. So I compute the strategy returns using this formula and also the entry point using this formula. Next, I look at the equity curve. I can see that there are a lot more trades now, not only on the training data, but also on the testing data. And I benchmark it to the buy and hold return. I got a pretty comparable performance, although it's still worse than the buy and hold return. I look at the Sharpe ratio. It has improved to 0.89 and the maximum drawdown of 45.8%. That's all for this tutorial. Let me know whether the changes of the model make sense and leave your comments below. Thank you.